should have did that before I pushed play. Anywho, it's right. I wanted to talk about the government. I don't know why. I never really speak too much on the government. Yeah, I do. I don't want to go to jail. Don't want to get killed over just talking. So I think a lot of people don't really, some people talk about, I think the crazy people like to talk about the government when they catch on to a story, and then they, can be seen as conspiracy theorists or racist or uneducated or undereducated or anywho. But I never really speak about the government because it's just something people don't speak against until Obama. It was something that whenever you talk out against the president, you're always seen as a traitor. Now, with Obama being in office, it's okay to hate the president for him being black, or for him being Muslim, or him being not because he's black, or not because he's Muslim, or whatever the case. But whatever it is, it's allowing people to talk more freely. And it's good. Whether I agree with it or not, it's not that crucial. But it's good that it's actually being less taboo and less unacceptable. And it's causing people to speak up more about police brutality or racism, systematic racism, and other hate crimes. And it's causing people's ability to accept themselves to make other people uncomfortable and piss them off. And that's good too. Gets everything out in the open. I think all this time I've been seeing the anger and the bitterness as something that's bad, and it's just stirring things up. I always speak on my view of religion, and I never speak about the government. But when you think about it, everything has a history and everything started somewhere. And in your own home, that's where everything starts. That's where everything has the potential to make you or break you, to put you out there. But whenever you're out there, whenever it comes down to it, whatever you have control over, home is taken care of first. Some people have forgotten that, obviously. But that's what it is, and that's what it was. So people always looked out for their own. So now I think with the government, with us being so many generations later, people have it in their head that the government really genuinely does want what's best for them, or at least their group. But people don't think that they're their own society and their own people. They're their own family. Even with the presidents and everybody who is in control of the country, everybody can be linked genetically. Marriage. Same thing as the queens and everybody when they went place to place and looking for spouses. Everybody in charge will remain in charge. Everybody with the wealth will remain with the wealth. So why now people assume 2 people or 3 people or however many people out there are fighting over something that they already have, they already own? It's kind of putting on a show for people and them, you keeping them at the level of education that will keep them gullible enough to believe that it's all for them. Everything here is for them. Whenever the government and everybody in the top percent has enough money to literally feed, or at least make the very, very homeless should not be a word in the dictionary on earth. It should not. Not one person on this country should starve. There's too much generated. If people really cared about people, old age would probably just be it. If people, you give people this book and this idea of heaven afterwards, whenever you have the ability to make it all in, and you put people in front of them who just swear up and down that's what they want, and that's what they believe, and that's what they know is going to happen when they already have everything that they know they're getting here. We have this, we shame a lot of the people, and I'm not saying violence is, anybody who says violence is never the answer, stay the fuck away from them. Because whenever it comes down to it, if something bad happens, something pops off and it's a life or death situation, push that motherfucker in the direction of the danger. Violence is always the answer. I mean, it's not. Violence should always be an answer whenever it comes to any situation that is a threat to your life or the well-being of your life. The most well-off people could easily make sure that no one's child dies of hunger or of the flu or pneumonia. But greed and psychological warfare are it. We know the first people that are very aware of everything that we need psychologically, emotionally, everything we need to live and to function, everything that's best for us and worse, they know first. They let us hint around for it little bit by bit, and we just eat it up. They tell us the reason that we're in this situation is our neighbor, and we just eat it up. It's like, I'm trying to think of a situation, but it's just simple. It's very simple. When you have people who come, kill, steal, rape, just make people objects, and they still celebrate it with Columbus Day and things like that, you have to wonder about the people who think that any politician is really out for our best interests. And it's why a lot of times I get angry at the people who don't vote and don't do this and that for that reason. And it's not that I think my vote counts with them. It's that I hope that my vote counts with other people so they at least get talking to where we can all get a good idea of how we're all equally getting fucked. Everybody. From the illegal Mexicans taking our jobs, who have to work a lot cheaper and have to work a lot harder to take care of their kids, or go to a place where it's even worse. Yeah, let's shame the victim here. Okay. To the middle class person who has the college degree or two and is still barely making it and working their ass off to take care of their families, and they're still living in the same situation as the chick over here with a bunch of kids with different people living off the system, not able to get an education to do it on her own. Victim shaming, victim shaming, victim shaming. The government, don't you talk about my president? You're only doing this because you're racist. You're only doing this because of that. You're only doing this because of that. I can understand looking at Obama and saying, wow. Even from my point of view, wow. Of course. Like me, my cocky mixed side, of course, the first black so-and-so, they're mixed. Yeah, of course. But we're not black enough. You know, that's what I say. That's me. I don't care. That's what I say. That's how I say it. Oh well, and prove me wrong. Anywho, when it comes down to it, we can all get happy about seeing somebody who looks like us. We can all be excited about the good things that we see people do, but they're their own society, and they have a system set up to where they will always be the beneficiaries. In the end. You have a certain group of people, they set up a system that fits, that they oversee. There is no way to fail when you give people little by little by little by little by little. You give them hella things to get them off track. You give them reasons to hate themselves, to hate other people, and then wonder why they're depressed and drinking so much or smoking so much. Or having so many kids without thinking about their future that they weren't aware they even had. Because none of the other women do. None of the other men do. I know too many families that every single one of the men has a record and has been hindered from doing something bigger. Like voting. The system is in play to always put obstacles in the way of change for a reason, in a direction for a reason. There is no reason that this species should even care, question, let alone deny anybody marrying anybody when marriage is something that people do when they love each other. You put all these things in people's head to make them just think that everybody else that's different hates them, or that they're different, or that they're worth hate, while they keep eating and getting more and more and more. We keep talking about this minimum wage. It shouldn't be this. They're not worth this. They are worth that. They're worth more than that. And you're worth way more than that. Well, the money's got to come from somewhere. They're still eating. They're still making more money. They're still doing everything that we're bitching about everybody else wanting some of, just like we do. But instead, we're sitting here trying to teach our kids to do more good, do more bad, do more thinking, do more this, that, and the other, just to try to get up there, just to reach for it, when it shouldn't even be that way. The same people. The same people. The same people. Bush after Bush after Kennedy after Kennedy after Clinton after... Come on. These are the same families controlling the same caged rats, controlling the same people by the same ignorance and hatred that we already have. All scientific, we have everything here. And we still sit here and complain and bitch and die and kill over stupid shit. And they're still eating. They're still getting more money. And money. Why? They give you something that's not worth shit and tell you it's worth everything. They give you something that makes you feel good, and then they take it, like say, oh, I don't know, you're at war. Oh, you're hurt? Okay, well, there's this drug that I got for you. When you get back, it's illegal. Holla. See what I see ya. On the flip side, in jail. The war on drugs more victim shaming. You break people mentally, give them something that helps temporarily, take their lives for it. You make up something that's really not worth shit. You make it all about that specific thing. If life revolves around money, naturally, any species in a situation where they have to live, they're going to do what they got to do. So we can all say, oh, but you don't have to do it that way. You don't have to do that. Yeah, but they can. That's an option that they have, and that's an option that they shouldn't feel the need to have, because in reality, everybody should at least be born with the bare minimum of water, light, food, and shelter. Period. Shouldn't have to go to the army or to prison to get free room and board or education. Because that's what a lot of people go to the army for. Jail. If you don't have a home, apparently now it's illegal. Free room and board here. We just get our say-so over where you do it. Until people get past the petty differences and see the one huge, the biggest, most obvious similarity with everybody down here compared to the ones eating, we're going to continue to fill their pockets, fill their stomachs, and fill their chains. That's all there is. It's not about being patriotic and this, that, and the other. This is all stuff that they want you to feel or shame. You either think like us and you think like we tell you, or you're ashamed. People have the right to be different. People have the right to be gay. People have the right to be atheist. People have the right to be black. Can't change it. People have the right to change it. You can bleach it. People have the right to do all these things, and they should. Waking up and having to go do something for someone in order to eat, that should not be a reality. There shouldn't be this many people on this planet. If they cared enough about this species, we would have specifically done what we claim we want. We would have came here, became a better species, and we would have adapted and became smarter, stronger, better people. as a race, the human race. But that emotional side, that whole, oh, I just want better. I just want to be better than this person. I want more than this person. I want to be above it. I want to be above. I want to look at people and feel how I look at a bug on the ground and when I squash it. I want a person to look at me like I could do that and then some. People ruin everything about this planet. And while we sit here as the victims, shaming other people for being a victim in a different way, it's no wonder it's happening. Nobody's taken the time to actually think, we outnumber them. They have more resources. They have more guns, yeah. We outnumber them. You go to the average person, the average black man or woman, and you speak on some real mess with the black community. A lot of them are going to tell you, yeah, but I'm not trying to go say this or that because I ain't trying to get shot. And it seems like in every area, we call the stupid people that get shot over dumb shit names, but we always forget about the people cowering behind that just want to live long enough to just live. I just want to be around. I don't want to make anybody uncomfortable. I don't want to do this or that. I just want to look after me, mine, and die. The selfishness, the greed, the everything that is humans, the worst part about us is our emotions. The jealousy, the envy, the want for others to feel those, the sense of being above other people. We just live off of that. Why would anybody want to change it? And if somebody happens to just break through and get over onto the other side, there's enough perks over here. It's cool. I'll find new friends. I'll find new family. Fuck them. I'm good. Or can I just bring my friends and family? Fuck them. It's human nature. It's nature. Survival of the fittest. And until people actually think, they won't think. Survival of the fittest. Even if you don't think that's how you live or how you think, that is exactly what it is. Because if something happens and you're in a situation to where you know you're about to die, you're going to put up a fight. Survival of the fittest. I can go do all kinds of scientific experiments on these people. I can cause a bunch of destruction on these people. I can wipe these out completely, make me some space over here. Bring some of these over here. Make them all hate each other, even though we're doing both the same, but they look different, so that's good. I'll wipe these out. Oh, these are kind of tough over here. They're building by themselves. Fuck them. Fuck them. Keep them over there. It's all survival of the fittest. When it comes down to it, the ones that are most important to you are you and your family. Because that is all that matters. And you keep that mindset up long enough and you teach enough of your children that mindset, and also give them everything that you have. Give them everything that you have and are. It'll keep on, and it'll keep on, and it'll keep on. And eventually, words change, languages change, they die off. You go to the maximum security prison. After a long enough time of the maximum security, you can take the entire prison and put them down to the low security prison. That'll be the most free they've ever felt in their life. You can even call it land of the free and home of the brave. Depends on what you want to call it. Just putting that out there. Just an idea.